Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Our Divine Potential. My name is Steve, and today we're going to talk about self confidence. And what does that look like, and why you may be lacking it, even if you feel like you do. If you don't, whatever. Um, you know, I was an insecure person for a very long time, for many, many reasons. Reasons that have to do with how I look, who I am, where I come from, etc., etc. Self confidence is having trust in yourself and believing in yourself. Self confidence is something that you develop and something that you work on. It's not something that someone can give to you. If you're basing your confidence off of what others say or think about you, then it's false confidence. It's false confidence because it comes from a place of insecurity and fear. You require their approval or permission from someone else in order to deem yourself capable, worthy, important, or loved. You know, self-confidence is what you give yourself and is what you build yourself, because self-confidence is not based off of outside opinions, and it's not based off of you know anything that is against your truth. Having self-confidence is you sticking by your own truth, regardless whether or not people join in on believing what you're saying, whether they agree or not. you know I'm not sure if it's something that you're born with or something that blossoms, but what I do know is that self-confidence, um, I built it by reshaping my relationship with myself, by releasing, you know, fear-based beliefs and conditioned thought patterns and programmings that were complete bullshit, that I took on as real, that weren't. you know but confidence is like a six-pack. It's something that you have to continuously work on. You just don't do one day of abs and you get a six-pack. Just like confidence, you just don't, it doesn't come overnight, at least not in my experience. With a six-pack, you gotta do the work for it, and then you also have to be conscious as far as what you're putting inside your body, right? What are you putting inside your stomach? Well, the same thing goes for confidence. You have to do the work, and then you have to be conscious about what thoughts you're putting inside your head and your heart, and because they affect your confidence. What beliefs are you putting inside your head and your heart? you know First, before we can even learn how to build confidence and boost it, we need to understand why we're lacking it. We have to understand, what are we buying into that is stripping us of our power completely? What are we buying into that we're saying, it's not me, but it's what I got, it's what I have to believe in because it's just said, and then of course it's gonna fuck with your confidence. you know um if you're feeling insecure, what about your insecurities? Are you going against your own self by adopting and owning? you know are you insecure because you're buying into a limiting story that is told in order to, I don't know, maybe keep people feeling like shit, and keep people feeling low, and keep people feeling insecure? Because people who are in that state, they're easily influenced and controlled by things that will make them feel better, which is completely like false. I think ways to boost your confidence are definitely to look at your skills, talents, and knowledge. What are your skills? What are your talents? And what are you knowledgeable in? And what you can do is write down 5 things that you're skilled in, 5 things that you're talented in, and 5 things that you're knowledgeable in. Then you can think of some examples of where you have expressed or experienced that particular skill, talent, or knowledge in a way that made you feel confident. You know, um, relive those things, revisit those times where your skills, talents, and knowledge made you feel really confident, and if you want to get back into your confidence, why don't you work those skills, talents, and knowledge? Work them a bit, start practicing them again, you know, get them really, really good to the point of where you are unshakable in that area, and I say skills, talents, and knowledge is because hopefully these are things that come naturally to you and that are very easy to you and that you're good at automatically. So finding confidence there will be a piece of cake. You have to remind yourself of how naturally it came to you and how genuine it felt to express it. Give energy to them. Give energy to them. Develop them and master them to the point of where you feel like inspired to go explore other things that can bring you more knowledge, where you're inspired to develop more skills, because when you do that, you're building your confidence, you're inspired to step outside, what you do and know, what you already mastered, because you've mastered one thing, you're killing it on one thing, who's to say that you can't do more, and when you do that, and no matter whether or not the result of the outcome of these new things, you can own the confidence that you already have and say, hey, I'm at least confident that I don't know shit in this, but I'm going at it with wholeheartedly and love myself regardless of the outcome, because it's really not the end product that really matters. It's really about like your intent. Your intent needs to be coming from a place that's self-loving and non-judgmental. Self-confidence comes with self-acceptance and self-love. Self-confidence, it's something that you definitely have to work on. It's definitely something you have to develop, but start with what you know already. Start there. And also don't be afraid to question the shit that you feel insecure about, because 9 times out of 10 is usually something that you're buying into that is complete bullshit and is completely made up. Standards are fucking fake. They're not even real. Somebody made up a standard. Anybody can make up a standard and say that this is a standard and this is what it means to be XYZ. No way. No way. There's something that I wrote that I kind of want to read. Whatever you do, do it with confidence, wholeheartedly, right? Trust and believe in it, no matter what. No matter how it turns out, no matter how it develops and how it even happens, have confidence and love it and believe it. No matter what you're doing, even if you feel insecure about it, because you can at least say that I don't feel good about this, but I'm confident in knowing that I'm not gonna lie about how I feel, and I'm still gonna approach this in a way that has beautiful intention, and no matter what happens after it, I still am self-loving, and I still know that, my effort was completely genuine and authentic. And that is what you can feel confident on. Like, also, failure completely doesn't even exist. Failure is just something that you're saying it is. Whatever you do, call it amazing. Even if it sucks, call it amazing, because, dude, like, if nobody else is on your side, you gotta at least be on your own. You have to, because then you're also just, why would anybody be on your side when you're not even on your own? Why would anyone even want to believe in you when you can't believe in yourself? And I definitely am sorry if you don't, and if you do have insecurities, and self-confidence is something that's hard for you to work on. Look at the world we live in. We live in a world that is completely, fascist and vain and egotistical and very, very self-oriented, and also very, very competitive, and very ruled by the fact that we have to meet a certain requirement and have to compare ourselves and edit ourselves and order ourselves in order to fit inside certain boxes. You know, a baby never questions itself. You know, a baby doesn't question how it sounds when it's making these little screaming noises. A baby doesn't get upset at itself when it falls, when it's learning to walk. You know, give yourself exactly what you need, what you think you need from everybody else. Give that to yourself first. Absolutely. You know, I used to be insecure about so many damn things. That's because I was agreeing with some bullshit that they were saying, that it wasn't even an honest opinion from themselves to begin with, because it was something that was through on them. You know, so let's stop throwing shit at each other, you know, and stop throwing shit at ourselves too. But self-confidence, yeah, that's definitely something you have to give it to yourself. You know, you're not gonna find it in a box that somebody gives to you with a pretty, you know, bow ribbon on top of it. Absolutely not. So work those things that I said. Skills, talents, knowledge. Definitely work those things, you know. Start with what you know already, you know. Go with what feels good, you know. If it's hard to even believe in yourself, at least give yourself what you know you can't even deny. Yo, sorry about that, they're doing construction. You know, give yourself what you can't even deny that is good, you know? That's a whole nother conversation, good and bad. But thank you for listening, and I love you, and have a beautiful day. And enjoy your summer. Enjoy your summer. You know, I know you're very, very scared about the virus, you know, and please take your precautions that make you feel the most safe, and also keep other people safe. But we also, despite what other people do, if they're not doing exactly what you want them to do, you getting mad at them and you telling them how to behave, even within their own experience, even if you feel like it could be affecting you and other people, because it may or may not be. We have no right to tell anybody what to do with their lives. We don't. I'm sorry, we don't. And if you think you do, then you're the exact person that is telling you what to do with your life that you fucking hate. That you hate. So, self-confidence comes with self-love and self-acceptance. You know, there's so much of yourself that is, all of yourself is ready to be loved and is waiting for you to love it. You know, give yourself permission to also love yourself. Give yourself permission to be who you want to be. I'm gonna stop the video now because it's getting so loud. I love you. Mwah.